everybody, and welcome to the FFC Show. My name is Thomas Harkin. Today, I'm joined by Jordan Edwards, who is from Welsh Gladiators. Jordan is fighting on August the 29th on Rhondda Rampage 7 against Rhydian Cummings of Eagles Muay Thai in a 72 kilo K1 contest sponsored by Dan Scrans. But before we go into that, what we'll do is I'm going to hand over to Jordan. So, Jordan, can you tell us about your intro to martial arts, please, brother? How did you get started?
What's happening, bud? Yeah, I've always watched like MMA more than anything for forever.
Yeah.
Since I can remember back, Kimbo Slice was
Backyard
doing the
brawling.
rounds on the internet. Yeah, man. And it was weird. I used to lift weights in a gym. Jazz was saying about where she used to train when she
Yeah.
first started, and it was the same thing. Used to lift weights at a gym. A mate of mine text me, what was it, a photo of the cage, and was like, oh, look at what they're bringing in.
Mm.
And just from there.
Yeah, from me. That's the thing, you find one thing, and if you find something that gets that initial grip, you're like, oh, okay, I've got to pursue this now. I've got to pursue this. So, what was the first combat sports you first started in? And so, obviously, you said about cage, so I assume MMA, obviously.
Yeah. So it was run by Ash Williams,
Mm.
and he was sort of just split. I think it was like K1 on like Mondays and Tuesdays, then Jiu-Jitsu like Wednesday, Thursday sort of thing. To mix it up through the week. And yeah, I stuck there for a while until it moved.
Yeah.
Until it became no more like, and yeah.
What was your initial thought then? What was your initial attraction to fighting? Obviously, you said you've seen the cage, and you've watched MMA and seen about Kimbo and stuff. But was there any other what natural attraction drew you there?
I don't know. I think when my mate sent me that photo, I was the only one out of like everyone I knew at the time that was like so into watching
Yeah.
mixed martial arts. So when he sent that, and he's like, oh, this is like what you're into, I was like, oh, so almost like, fuck, I've got to go and give it a go.
Yeah, I got
And
you.
then just got stuck into it and been living the dream ever since.
That's the thing in it. As soon as you do it once as well, and then you start to scratch that itch, then then you're like, right,
Yeah.
this is what I was doing. So you said you mixed it up quite a bit. What gripped you? What was your? I'm not going to say your main attraction, but what do you enjoy? Do you enjoy every aspect of MMA, or did you have like a sway towards one discipline? Or
I, from day dot up to like now, love grappling.
Mm.
Love grappling. Like, it's just, I don't know. I feel like not anyone can throw a punch and a kick and that, but like it's easier, in my opinion, to string together combos, punches, and kicks than to be able to like grab onto someone, control them, and do what the fuck you want.
Mm.
And it's that, yeah, from like pretty much the first wrestling session, I was like, fuck yeah, like this is it.
I do understand what you're saying. I originally started in like MMA grappling. That was one of like my first kind of starts, and I do understand what you're saying, that the satisfaction of having control, like, and knowing that you're being able to control the outcome of the scenario. Do you know what I mean? Like in each round, if you're like, right,
Yeah.
you're gonna get bucked or you're gonna end up on the back, you kind of understand that, okay, this is what I need to do, or this is where I need to be, or this is how I need to position myself and all that kind of stuff. I get you. I totally understand you on that. You said about, obviously, on everyone can throw a punch and a kick. Everyone can, but not everyone can do it right. And what I mean by right is like doing it in the in a proper way, because you see some travesties sometimes, don't you? Do you know what I mean? But no, I totally agree with you with the grappling. I used to love grappling. I haven't grappled for ages. It's something that we don't really do anymore. But like, for me, I used to love the technical aspect of it. Like my coach still used to break things down into steps.
Yeah.
And that to me was I don't know, like, when you hit each step, you're like, right, you've got this one perfect. Now you progress on to the next one, like breaking down a triangle or
little
breaking.
micro adjustments that can be made that you're like, again, you could have, like I said, you could have hit a triangle 500 times,
Mm.
and someone will tell you this tiny little adjustment to make, and it's like, holy shit, I haven't
Yeah,
been doing this before. Like, what the fuck?
yeah. Grab your shin, move your hip, pull this way, and
Yeah,
I used to love the okay, right, we're at step five, and when you're holding on your shin, for example, back to the triangle, you're on step five, but then it's like, right, now there's three different variations we can do from here.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
And then it'll be like, you could go here, you could grab this, you could pull this, move your hip here, and then that's the stuff that I used to love. I used to love down like the breakdown of it,
yeah,
and I found that like that was so satisfying whenever you would do like grappling. I'm not say grappling sparring, but we used to call it grappling. When you just roll
yeah,
in basically.
yeah,
Whenever you're rolling and you land something that you've been drilling, I think that was so
yeah,
satisfactory.
yeah,
And you do it right as well.
yeah. No better feeling. No
Yeah,
better feeling.
yeah. So did we've seen that you competed in MMA as well.
Yes.
And what was that like?
Fuck, that was a long time ago. That will be by the time uh Rhondda Rampage 7 comes around, it'll be 7 years
7 years.
since then. Yeah, man. Yeah. Just before all the COVID shit. But
Okay.
that was sick. I fucking loved it.
Mm.
I was shitting myself. Um I remember I walked out to a Ramstein song,
Hmm.
and it counts down from 10, and
Yeah.
I was like, right, as soon as I count down to 10, that's when I'm walking. And as soon as my music played, I was like, oh fuck. Oh fuck, I've only got 10 seconds. No, it was sick, man. It was sick. I absolutely loved it. um yeah, just COVID happened, and then I got fat and lazy and tired, and nothing else happened from there on.
Mm.
But absolutely loved it.
So before we do, let's talk about that fight then. So you said that that last 10 seconds you were shitting yourself. What was it like through the whole day? What did you feel like through the whole day? What was the
I was all right. Obviously we done amateurs who same day weigh-ins, wasn't it?
mm,
It was all the way up in Carmarthen. I live in Bridgend, so I remember going up there in the morning. I think there was four of us from the gym I was in at that time fighting that same night.
what gym were you in then?
That was ground zero.
Ground Zero.
Ground zero. But yeah, there was four of us. Went up. Yeah, made weight. Come home. I think I was home by like 10:30 in the morning,
Mm.
and I just remember one of the boys who I trained with was coming to pick me up to take me there. I was just sat by the window like a fucking dog, like just sat there, like just looking out the window, looking for his car, being like, "Oh, where is he?" Like just itching for it all day. And yeah, he was the same then. Back there warming up, I can remember like feeling fucking great. Feeling, yeah, this is awesome. Um, I happened to be like in the fucking, I don't know, blue or red corner or whatever, but the corner that I was in, there was a string of losses.
Mm.
So the people coming back to like where I was warming up and that, all fucking disheveled and shit.
Yeah. And the thing is, if it sounds mad, but it does actually, I'm not going to say sway you, but you're like, oh, fucking hell. You
Yeah,
feel it. You feel it in the
yeah,
changing room. Everyone's coming in head down. You're like, fuck, trying to turn the music up, boys, for fuck's sake. You know
yeah,
what I
yeah, yeah.
mean?
Yeah, being like, fuck these guys, like, what? And yeah, just I remember, yeah, waiting to go out, absolutely shitting it. And then it was like, fuck it, I'm here, let's go. And what, like a minute and a half later, it was done. And fucking smoked the cunt. Happy days.
How did you win?
Ground and pound.
Nice.
I didn't throw a strike when we were standing. I can remember he threw up a fucking like teep to my face, and I was like,
Oh,
"Oh shit!" Like I smelled his toes. He was so close. Like I was like, "Oh shit!" And just fucking drove him to the cage.
mm.
Got a takedown, and yeah, got a staple, and just pop pop, and it was done. I actually thought, because I watched the video recently, and peppering him with shots. and the ref stopped it. But the way they just like tapped my back, I remember I get up, I throw my arms out because I was like, what the fuck? I thought they were standing us up.
Yeah.
Because like none of my shots were heavy. They were just little, like almost waiting for a good opening. And he like stood us up. I was like, what the fuck? Like, how the fuck are you going to stand us up from there?
Mm.
And he turned to me and looked, he's like, no, you won. So there's like a delayed reaction when like I watch the video back. I'm like, fucking yes.
Thing is, with amateur and stuff, like the ref, we were talking to Tommy about this. Like the ref's biggest thing is obviously fighter safety in it. And even though, as you said, that they may not be landing, but like if you can see that that person is, I'm not going to say quit, but lost the fight in that situation, you know, where they're not trying their best to fight back. They're not trying to get out of the position, you know, like you can see, and then it's always good to have the refs to jump in like that, you know, even though it is a tough loss sometimes, but it is only still amateur. Do you know what I mean? It's not like you're fighting for a world title in and I think a lot of people need to remember that, especially when you get a lot of people complain about some losses. Like you said yourself, you're like, it didn't look like they were landing, but at the same time, it's one of those, if you can see that person's lost, you can kind of, it's a fair call in it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, yeah, it's, they say most of us have like full-time jobs and families
exactly.
that go
Exactly.
back to on the fucking Monday after.
Mm.
Yeah, he was in a shit position. So I think heat of the moment, I was just like, what the fuck? But yeah, when you look back at it, and you do see quite a few of them where it's the fight's sort of gone. You say, you know, they're not really going to come back from the position they're in or whatever. So it's like, yeah, just call it.
So you said you were in Ground Zero at the time, man. So how did you end up training there then? You said obviously we were with Ash first and then...
Yeah, so we were training at Rage, and Rage changed hands, and they got rid of the cage and the mats and that for like a functional fitness area. And Ash at the time was training at Ground Zero. So I went there. That was only a few months before that fight.
Okay.
So moved just before that fight. Was there for not that long. Not that long. But I was there and it was a bit of fun. It was a bit of fun, but in general, like, fuck Ground Zero. But you know.
And then you went from Ground Zero to KGB then?
Yeah, so at Ground Zero, I generally liked most of the people there and would get good rounds with people, you know, learn plenty of shit. And then, so there was a guy training there at the time. He's a little fucking shithouse. Blaine Lewis, right? Absolute prick. He would only spar. Bear in mind, back then he was like mid-30s. He'd only spar teenagers. So, you know, you'd be looking around the room for your next round. And you go, oh no, I'm having a rest round. And then you'd see him pinging the head off some 15 or 16-year-old. So I'd words with him a couple of times about it. And he'd always hold his hands up and be like, oh no, yeah, you know, my bad. You know, all that shit. And then I'd done it once, and he turned around and was like, nah, fuck you. Like, fuck you, you don't tell me what to do. So I went fucking scorched earth on the cunt. Fucking called his missus a dog, his fucking son a fat gimp, like fucking everything. I was just going at him, trying to goad him into fucking coming to me. And him and the coach there were good friends, like very close friends. I think he has like the look of a fighter. Like, he's head to toe in tattoos, like, you know, quite jacked. He looks like someone who does like cage fighting and that, because that's but after like that sort of happened, I was no longer welcome at the gym. In the weeks leading up to that, I had started going down to KGB on Fridays, because back when he was in Port Talbot, I know it still happens now in Britain Ferry, but the mats were rammed on a Friday night. Boys from fucking Mat Academy, Chris Reese would all go and get some good rounds. Started doing that. And then, yeah, when that fallout with Ground Zero happened, I was like, well, I know where the fuck I'd rather be. And started making that short drive to Port Talbot. And yeah, fucking went from there. Was there for quite a while. But very inconsistent. I have quite a habit of being there or being at the gym every day for like 4, 5, 6 months, and then you won't see me for 3 months because I've picked up some other little interest. You know, I got something that I'm completely like obsessing over that detracts me from that. And then when that's sort of fizzled out, I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I haven't been training. Fuck, better go back. You know. But yeah, fucking loved it in KGB and Port Talbot. Like Wally's fucking great. Load of the boys there, absolutely great. Then we went down to Britain Ferry, and that is a bit of a trek.
Yeah.
That is a bit of a fucking trek.
What did you feel the training with KGB added to your game? Obviously, you said that you were a kind of a grappler, and we know that Wally's a striker as well, and he's just, you know, he's got a staple of strikers. Yeah. Did you feel that like your striking come on as well?
It did a bit. I'd mostly go to the Nogi sessions or then the MMA sessions, so I could still grapple. Like with the MMA, there was a bit of striking,
yeah,
but you know, as soon as it come to rounds, I'd exchange like 1 or 2 jabs with someone and then try and shoot in. You know, when I first went there, you had Dievs was the jiu-jitsu coach there, and then you know when he went and started Mamas, that was DJ's the jits coach there, and he's fucking great. So yeah, I'd get there occasionally for like K1 sessions.
Yeah.
But yeah, I found these things now that like I find myself saying to some of the boys in the gym, like Ethan, saying things to him that Wally would shout at me, but I never really took them in. Like I never like implemented them into what I was doing.
Yeah.
But I'm there standing there shouting at Ethan to fucking do it.
Yeah.
So I think like, yeah, while I was there predominantly for the grappling and the MMA, there's quite a few lessons that Wally sort of like drilled into me that I didn't even fucking know he was drilling into me.
And then now you're in with Corn down in Welsh Gladiators. Obviously, you said living in Bridgend, this kind of makes that commute a little bit easier, doesn't it?
It takes less than 10 minutes from my front door. Like,
yeah,
yeah, I can't complain, can I?
Yeah,
I'd be silly. I actually ended up there by mistake.
Okay.
So I was speaking to Jazz, and she was she is working in Swansea. And she had said to me about coming down to Gladiators.
Yeah.
A couple of times. Like, you know, it's right in front door. I was like, oh, yeah, you know, I'll get there. You know, it's like go into like a new gym is a bit of a, you know.
It's always this one of them, and you're like, I like that.
Yeah. Gotta, you know, it's almost like you're going back to day one, fucking all new people and all this. And I messaged her or something. I was like, do you fancy training tonight? And she was like, yeah, you know, I'll meet you there. And like she must have said she was in work or some shit. And I'd been to Mama's like a couple of times in those weeks, which is like 5 minutes from where she works. So she thought I meant Mama's. I thought she meant Gladiators. So I ended up going to fucking Gladiators on my Todd, and she ended up going to Mama's on her Todd. And both of us messaging each other, being like, "Where the fuck were you?" Like, but yeah, from that first session in there, I was like, "Yeah, no, this is the shit." Like, again, it's 10 minutes from my house. The guys there are fucking great. like get on with everyone,
Yeah.
and it's a good facility. So fucking
Uh,
right.
That's the thing, innit? When you get there and you click with everybody, it just makes everything so much easier, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah. There's no dickheads with an ego in there. There's a wide range of skill level as well.
Mm.
Like you got Corn and Ash who are fighting on fucking BKB. You got Tyler who has phenomenal movement. You got couple of other boys then that are decent. You got Robbie who's great boxer, and like you got those, and then you've got new people coming through the door all the time.
Yeah.
So it's easy to slot in.
Mm.
And again, just no one's walking around with a massive ego, fucking making you hate the place.
Yeah. And that's what you need as well, and you need the the opportunity to be able to be yourself as well,
Oh
because
yeah,
like when people got ego, you kind of you refine to go into the corner. It's like, oh fuck it, I'll go over on the back by and I won't get involved.
yeah,
I'll just do my thing over here, and no, I know Corn myself. Obviously,
yeah,
I do a lot with Corn, but like I get you completely, and everyone says the same thing about down here. They always say that it's a great environment. We cross train with you guys sometimes, so it's like it's a great facility as well, with the ring there, the bag space, and the mats as well, like, and
yeah,
the strength and conditioning fucking
yeah.
thing
That's
that
the
you've got.
absolute
Like
banger.
that's awesome. That's massive.
Yeah, it's fucking when I've been like other places. That's something that's usually missing.
Mm,
Is it's like right, I've got my training in, but now I need to like fuck off somewhere else to do some S&C or like
yeah,
try and like sort of cram that in. Like I fucking work full time. I got kids and that like it's hard work. But if I'm walking off the mats
and
and then
yeah,
there's a rack, but there, yeah, fucking sound happy days.
yeah, exactly.
Can't want for more.
So you said the training with Ash and Corton, and obviously you said that you were quite a striker before. Sorry, quite a grappler before. Have you felt the development now that you're down there and you're training alongside, as you said, Tyler, Robbie, um,
Yeah.
everybody else? Do you feel an improvement?
Yes, yeah. I used to make a joke all the time of like when people would take photos in the gym and like everyone's got their fucking hands up. I'd always be like, I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. Now I feel like I'm grasping it a bit. I half know what I'm doing with my hands. It's yeah. Before it was like punches and kicks were entries to takedowns,
Mm,
where now they're just punches and kicks. You know what I mean?
yeah,
They're not trying to get me to somewhere to get me away from that one point.
yeah,
It's not. I'm fucking. I have fun. Like I used to enjoy, like I like take someone's back and then fucking sing in their ear as I'm trying to fucking choke them and shit because I just enjoyed grappling so much. And now, like, I know Tyler mentioned it before about us like singing in the gym, and then it's like, yeah, listen to the music. I'm there, like, just throwing shit and just enjoying myself and sing along to, because it's just way more comfortable now.
yeah.
Way more comfortable fucking getting kicked in the head.
Having that enjoyment makes everything fucking 10 times
Oh
better,
fuck yeah.
you
Oh fuck
know, like, because if you don't enjoy it, what's the fucking point of doing it?
yeah.
And
Yeah.
especially in a sport like this, because you need to be in there.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, of
you
course.
need
Yeah.
to be 100% committed to it, because you can't rely on 10 other people, or you can't rely on, 14 other players on a pitch,
No.
like it's
Ultimately,
you, like,
yeah. Ultimately, it's like while the guys down in the gym are fucking great and I get on with them great, ultimately it as a sport is very lonely because you're the
yeah,
only guy getting in.
yeah, you're the only
In
one getting in the ring.
Yeah, so if you ain't loving it, then what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
Like, you either got to love it or you got to seriously fucking hate yourself.
yeah, yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I've been listening to Tony Bello's audiobook, and he said this. He said the exact same thing. He said you either you find out that you either love it or you don't. Like you enjoy. I'm not going to say you enjoy the taste of blood. He says that, but like I'm not going to say enjoy the taste of blood. Like you just kind of enjoy
Yeah,
the. I always enjoy competing against what you thought you were. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, yeah,
where you can see your improvement. That's
yeah,
the one thing that I've always enjoyed about any form of competition or any form of martial arts is like seeing the improvement of yourself coming from what you were before, if you know what I mean.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's one
Going
of the things.
from
Yeah.
again, like I said, like fucking. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing with these. So
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm sort of getting it now. Like getting it a bit. Yeah, it's quite an easy one to track progress with.
Yeah.
I find like if one day I ain't landing a fucking jab on anyone, but then 2 weeks later, all of a sudden my jab's getting there.
Mm.
It's like, oh shit, that's easily fucking trackable fucking progress right there,
Yeah.
which is another thing that I sort of like keeps me going.
Yeah, you've got to achieve little goals, haven't you? Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? You've got to achieve little things to continue along your journey. And especially again, like we said, in a sport like this, you need those little wins because I'm not going to say get tedious, but it can get to a point where like you have to go running, you have to diet, you have to do this, you have to do that. So like having a little victory every day
yeah,
does always benefit, doesn't it? And does
yeah,
always
fucking
help.
right,
So
fucking right.
on to your fight then. So it's Jordan Edwards versus Rhydian Cummings, sponsored by 72 kilo K1, sponsored by Dan Scrans. Um, talking about food, Dan Scrans, bro. Fucking, I'm telling you now, right? After the fucking show, after your fight, it goes get straight out to there, bro. He has got the best smash burgers fucking around.
Do you know you're not the first person to fucking tell me?
Mm,
Like I've heard it from quite a few,
yeah.
and right now my diet is fucking AIDS. Like, I hate dieting, man.
Mm.
I fucking love food, so yeah, yeah. Just
Check his TikTok out, right? Oh, do you
no,
know what?
fucking no,
They
no. While I'm eating fucking egg whites and fucking spinach, mate. Not
see
a
it's
chance.
different, man, right? Like when I say dieting, but like when I'm kind of like calorie counting and stuff, I
Yeah,
I enjoy watching food.
no.
I don't know what it is. I don't get me wrong, I'll sit there and I'll go, I'm fucking starving now. But I've got a satisfaction thing of I enjoy watching food get made. Do you know what I mean? Like there's a guy I watch who like goes into the fucking forest and makes steak and stuff and everything. I just enjoy that.
Oh,
I
please tell
don't.
me that's not a fucking Turkish super guy.
Oh, I watch him as well. I do watch him as well. He's great. He is.
Fucking, it's only shit like that because I'm like, there's nowhere near me that's gonna
Mm,
sell shit like that, and I ain't
yeah.
gonna do that. So I can watch that sort of food. But when it's like, oh yeah, this place is like fucking 20 minutes away,
Mm.
bro.
Dance Grand is literally going to be the door. Have you been to any of the shows? The last show? Did you come to the last show?
I didn't come to the last one. No,
No.
no. I think
So
the last one I went to was when Squirrel
Squirrel
and
for
Tyler
Tyler,
fought and Fingal and Finn.
Finn, so number three. Um, but in the new venue, Dance Grand is literally going to be. So you've got the door, and he's going to be right next to the fucking door.
Fucking
So
sick.
yeah, but yeah, yours is sponsored by that one. So just so, like I said, get straight over there after it. But
Yeah.
anyway, you obviously you're in Recon now. You've got another fight coming up prior to that as well. But then, what about this? How did you end up going K1? How do you end up going down the route to K1 now?
All right. So I was matched up on another show.
Mm,
Um, and then there was a bit of back and forth in about it because we weren't sort of happy with it. So he said, "Yeah, okay, we'll cancel that fight." We're like, "Right, cool." And Corn just said to me, he was like, "Listen, do you want me to see if I can get you on flow?" I was like, "Fucking yes!" Like, yes, I do. Um, yeah, and it was literally just that brief of a conversation. Like, I think because I'd only been training at Gladiators for I don't know, like 5, 6 weeks.
yeah.
Um, and I don't think I initially said about like I want to fight, but I think it's very. I think Corn got that like sort of feel from me, and then Ash has known me for fucking years. So yeah, he was like, oh yeah, we'll sort you out something. Like we'll make sure you get something like fucking sick.
Now, one of the things you've got is you've seen Rhydian fight on the show before. Rhydian fought Will Lunt in his
Yeah.
last previous. So what do you know so far? What do you know about Rhydian?
Well, funnily enough, just before we jumped on, I watched that fight a few weeks ago when you first sent over the fight. And then yeah, I watched it again today, and like just yeah. He looks alright. Like he looks okay. But I got no fucking concerns with it at all. Like I'm more than happy with this. Like in the nicest possible way. He's a fucking kid. Was he like 18, 19?
18, I think, or 19.
Yeah. He's a kid. Looks like he hits like a kid. You know, like I fucking no concerns. I'm more than happy with it. Yeah. Like as much of a dick as that probably sounds, like I was just watching it, I was like, do you know what? It's all good. Like it's all good.
Well, like that's the thing, isn't it? Like obviously when you're in it, it's a small ring, it's a fucking very small ring. It's there's, I'm not gonna say big pressure, but there's a big feel in the atmosphere, you know, like obviously there's a lot going on. And like you said, if you already feel like you've got the advantage, then that makes it even, you know, even better for you. You know, he comes from Eagles, which is a strong gym. They obviously they've had a couple of guys fight on our show before.
Yeah.
They fight. They're quite regular. They're a good team. Is there anything you looked at? Have you looked at the team or anything, or have you just kind of watched the fight and just kind of went, all right then?
I spoke to Tommy, and he's give me his like opinions on stuff and what he thinks I do what I do that he thinks will like work well and shit. Like, but that's been about as much as like looking into it. Ultimately, like the way, like, say when I go to a fucking jiu-jitsu competition and that, one, you never really know who you're against until you're fucking there. So I never really give a shit about what anyone else is gonna do.
Yeah, just
I
fight what's
just
in front of you.
yeah, about what I'm gonna do. Like I know what I want to do and what I can do, and I'm just gonna go and fucking do that. Like if he's there for it, he's there for it. You know, happy days.
Do you think he's going to come out pressure, start confident? Because obviously he's won his last bout. Do you think he's going to have that bit of swag about him?
Yeah. That's gonna give you a nice little confidence boost in it.
Especially
And
returning to the show that you just won on as well.
yeah, and he started quite strong in that fight. He slowed down quite dramatically towards the last like two and a half rounds. But yeah, I mean, I want him to come in hot. Want to come in hot. Like let's just fucking go. Like let's go.
Just want to fight. Like
yeah, fucking right. Like it's been like I say, it's fucking. By the time I get in there, it'll have been 7 years. Like holy shit! Oh, minus the fucking boxing match I done, but you know.
Oh yeah, there's I forgot to touch this one. So you're 0-1, 0-1 in boxing. What when was that?
So Ash was boxing on an event in London, and initially I was just going up with him, just gonna fucking drive him up there, so he ain't got to be concerned about driving there and back, all that shit. And then like 2 days beforehand, he was like, "Oh, they're looking for someone who's like 75." And he put it into the fucking group chat we got, and I fucking replied, more joking than serious, being like, I'm going, so I might as well just take a pair of fucking shorts. And then 5 minutes later, he was like, yeah, sound sorted. Yeah. But that was an experience. That was a fucking experience. One I ain't going to do again because fuck just boxing. That is
Yeah.
not what I'm about. Fuck driving to London, go into some fucking shithole in the back ass of nowhere in London as well. It's an absolute dive of a place. Went in, fucking sucked, fucking nearly kicked off in there because of fucking Tommy, because he's a dick. But yeah, and then fucking driving back, nah, man, that sucked ass. That sucked so bad. Fucking again, we didn't know shit about the guy I was meant to be boxing because it was just, like literally 2 days fucking notice. Just trying to pull up on my phone. I think he was like 0-5, no, not 0-5, 5-0 or something. Like, and I'd gone in there a couple of weeks of like just boxing because before I'd gone to Gladiators, like in KGB, you didn't just do boxing. Like, you'd never just been boxing. So I'd done maybe like 2-3 sessions a week of like just boxing for the last like 2 or 3 weeks, and then was in London saying some fucking shithole fighting some 5-0 guy who, by the way, fuck that guy, posted on their shit saying that fucking he won by KO, did not knock me out. That was bullshit. But that was a weird experience, and one that I will happily never do again.
That's fair enough. So we touched on that, so we'll move on from that then. Now back to Rhydian, right? Now, one of the things that I wanted to ask, right, is it different preparing for like K1 bout than obviously preparing for an MMA bout? I know the obvious answer is yes, but what's the massive difference? Is there anything that stands out to you the most?
The difference between a cage and a ring
Good shout.
is massive.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Is fucking massive. Like, yeah, because I've been like sparring in a ring for fucking ages. All right, given we could shoot takedowns and all that, but even during those rounds when you're standing there moving about, it still feels so fucking wildly different than in a ring. And yeah, then I joke with Tyler all the time because Tyler's movement is fantastic. I say to him, like, bro, every time he fucking like lands a fucking jab or a cross on me, I just want to grab onto him and take him down. So it's like, again, like removing that is something, but it's fun. It's nice. It's been a nice change. It has been a nice change. Like, don't get me wrong. Eventually, I am going to go back to grappling, but yeah, I'm riding this wave while it lasts. Of really enjoying striking right now,
and it's good as well because you can kind of show that you're not just a grappler.
Yeah,
and I think that's. I'm not going to say that's always something MMA fighters want to show, but it's like you either get labeled this or that. Do you know what I mean?
it's almost like, I know I just said like when Tyler like gets like a 1-2 off on me, I'm like, fuck you, I want to take you down. But I feel like people look at in MMA, if you do shoot takedowns or try and like clinch up against the cage or anything like that, that you're sort of like escaping the fight. So yeah, it is nice to sort of remove all of that shit. And yeah, just be there to kick and punch and fucking enjoy it. Yeah, fucking right.
So last question on Rhydian and you and Rhydian then. What can the Rampage crowd expect from Jordan Edwards, and what the result should we expect against Rhydian Cummings?
I'm no decision fighter. Like, I am not built for that. It's gonna be as much of a barn burner as he can put up with. I want to, like I said, that MMA fight I had years ago, that's like the bar. It was like fucking, I think it works out like 99 seconds. I'm going to try and beat fucking 99 seconds. Like, I'm going to come in, kick him, punch him until he fucking says no mass and fucking off. Nice, quick, early. Either that or he can fucking put me out early. Either one. Like, let's make it exciting as shit. You know? I'm fucking old as well. I haven't got many of these in me. So, like, let's fucking go. Like, let's have fucking fun bangers now.
And that the other side to that, right? What makes it more exciting is we've got a small ring. We're known for having the smallest ring we can fit it on the stage, so we kind of encourage that. And then I fucking every podcast I do, I go back to how great the venue is, but that feel you want the raw passion of that fight, and I think in the welfare you'll feel that energy as a fighter, as a spectator, as well, because like what you'll bring, what you're saying you're going to bring into the ring is going to translate across the whole fucking room. And I can't wait for the energy that it's going to bring. And I think that, like you said, seeing how much this fight has brought the fire back out, as you said, you've been off for a while and stuff. I think it definitely, like, I'm looking forward to it. You know, like I've made sure that the way that I built the card, me and Liam have done it, so like we get to watch the gladiators fight as well. Do you know what I mean? We always do, you know.
Yeah.
But obviously you've seen that, like you said, you've been to one of them before. You've seen the other guy, the team fight. Now we've got a couple of other gladiators fighting on the show as well. So we've got Tyler and Ethan. What's it like in the gym at the moment with the boys? Obviously, we had an interclub on the weekend as well. So what's the atmosphere like in the gym?
It's great. It's great. I'm there fucking just enjoying the shit out of everything. Ethan's pushing himself and being pushed by everyone. And Tyler's really got his shit like nailed down. Like he's so like borderline obsessed with how things are going, and it's fucking great. It's fucking great.
I'm gonna say it right. Like there's been a lot, not pressure, but everyone that I've spoken to, right, is looking forward to Tyler. Everyone. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, I know that teammates and stuff are obviously going to be doing it, but like me, Jazz, Tom, I know Tommy's a teammate as well, but like Tommy is fucking shouting his name from the rooftops. I'm really looking forward to it, and I think that, as you said, his movement, I think it's a great opportunity for him, and especially at 55 kilo to come back at the weight that he wants to be fighting at. You know what I mean? I think it is a good one. And then obviously you got Ethan making his debut as well. Like,
yes, I'm very much looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
Ethan, I've known Ethan for fucking years. He like was at ground zero for a little bit when I was there, so I know him from like back then.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to his, like, we had that interclub the weekend just gone. I know he went to the KGB interclub a few weeks back. That seeing how interclubs and fight nights fucking wildly different.
Oh, of course.
I was saying to him, like, when I was telling him he like had to do the KGB interclub.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, you got to do. You've never done one before. Like, you just got to go and do it, because at least you'll have done something in front of some people. See, you know, it sort of like bridges that gap between the gym and a fight. And yeah, he performed well at both of them. You know, was really happy with how he looked, and yeah, he's pushing himself out of the three of us, me, Tyler, and Ethan. Ethan's pushing himself harder than he's blowing me and Tyler out the water with his workload. Like he's killing it.
The
It's
one
fucking
thing you said about the interclubs, I think, is a great take that people need to really do with them is taking advantage of being cornered.
yeah,
Like that's one of the biggest things I think you really need to take advantage of. Like because that 1 minute that you have, you're getting information relayed to you. You've got to slow your breathing down. You've got noise around you. You're trying to have you're trying to have a drink or whatever. You're trying to bring
yeah,
yourself back, or I think that's one of the biggest things that as we were there, like I made sure that fucking I stood in I say corner, but with all of my guys, just to kind of, especially with the younger kids, and the people who've never done any form of like harder sparring. I think that's when you kind of need them, just because people get clipped, don't they? Do you know what I
yeah,
mean?
right,
People get clipped, and then when somebody gets clipped, then it's kind of like, oh fuck, it's a bit shaky.
yeah,
But I do think that interclubs are a core stand, like a core of leveling up, like a core fucking part of getting to the best of your ability. And as you said, Tyler was on there. Tyler went up against a couple, like you went up against Ben, one of my guys. You went up against a couple of other people as well, and then you had Ethan as well who done it. Yourself, you went out as well. What did you take from the interclub? Is there anything that you took from it yourself? Is there anything that you?
I've done a few interclubs before.
Yeah.
Um, so my view on them, like for myself, is it's an opportunity to just get like all the guys I train with now, they can all read me.
Mm.
They know the shit that I like to do. So sometimes it won't work. So like at those, I'm like, right, Bob, yeah, this sort of combo I throw, this sort of thing I do, yeah, it does still work. Okay, I use that opportunity to sort of like reassure myself. Um, but yeah, with the one just gone, I jumped in, I was reffing a few.
Yeah.
I was there for a good fucking day.
You know what you said about the reassuring yourself you still can do certain things. That's one of the things that I like to do as well.
Yeah,
Like especially being under a different pressure, or a different body type, different pressure, like
yeah,
different guard stance, different, as long as you can still do the certain things that that can work.
yeah,
I find that is another great benefit. Like,
yeah. It's great because again, like I was saying, there's shit that I do that like Ethan knows or
yeah,
like Tyler knows, Robbie knows, and that. And there's shit that they do that I know. So as
yeah,
soon as I see their body weight move a little bit, I'm like, oh yeah, they're doing this.
yeah.
Yeah, cool. Like, and you cancel it out. So yeah, doing it is great for that. Doing interclubs is great for that.
So on Ethan, so you've got Ethan Montorto from Welsh Gladiators versus Aidan Dix from Beers Muay Thai. This is a K1 bout sponsored by Nails by Sancho. You said about obviously Ethan's getting the camp going well. Now
Yes.
you are currently, I think Gladiators are 1-0 against Beals, as Robbie beat one of Beals on the last show in a boxing bout.
Oh
So yeah, so is there anything that people need to look out for in Ethan's debut?
yeah. I think it's gonna be a tough fight for the pair of them.
Mm,
I do like, although Ethan he's smashing out the park with his camp, but like he's never fought before. His experience is not, it's nowhere other than, like I said, into clubs. So I think it's gonna be a bit of I think it's gonna be one of those that sort of goes quickly from being quite technical
mm,
to a fucking slobber knocker really quick. Like it's
yeah.
he's gonna start off with the best intention, but he's got some good power, it's good speed as well. Like he's a big boy, like
Mm,
they're big long boys. Um, so yeah, I think it's gonna be a fun one. I think that
mm.
will be quite a fun one. Whereas then I think Tyler's, on the other hand, is gonna be not like not fun, but more of like a technical showcase.
Yeah, so we
You know?
got Tyler Williams from Gladiators versus JC Dix from Strike Fitness, 55 kilos, 10-ounce boxing gloves, sponsored by the FFC Show. Now, that one, I'll be honest, as we've said, everyone's looking forward to. The one thing that I will say is strike fitness. Ethan Bull fights out there in the same conversation as Robbie. Ethan just fought Robbie on a different promotion. And that was a good fight. So like, you know that they come to fight. Do you know what I mean? That's one of the things that everyone's got to take, and obviously Tyler does as well. You know, that's another fucking big part to it. Is there anything that people need to look out for with Tyler? You said obviously how good his footwork's come on, and obviously how good he looks in the gym. But is there anything everyone needs to look out for?
I think, so like, I know it was a K1 match they had with Squirrel.
Yeah.
I was there for, but in all sort of aspects, he's got so much better. And even like when I've
Yes.
watched his last fight, and that like it's not just his footwork or his better technique. He's faster.
Mm.
He's fucking. He's weirdly strong for someone who is so small. Like they're such a lightweight, and he's so strong
Yeah.
for it. Is I think, yeah, technically he's going to look really good, but I think it's going to be quite surprising in the fucking jump he's made
Yeah. Yeah.
of, like I said, across all sort of aspects.
And I think that's what everyone's looking forward to, is that, innit? You know, because
Yeah.
everyone's been, I'm not saying putting pressure on him, but everyone said how much he has come on. So give me a prediction for Ethan versus Aiden.
Well, my boy's gonna come out winning, you
Yeah.
know. But I, as much as like everyone loves a finish, I would like Ethan to see it through to a decision.
Experience points in it.
Yeah, to get the time in the ring,
Mm.
but then also there's the, like, you could fucking be losing a fight and knock someone out. If you get a unanimous decision, like
Mm.
you beat them the whole way through, and that's what I want to see from him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is like when he gets going, he is really good, and I just want him to get into that groove early, and so we'll get through it. And yeah, if he could go through to the decision, that would be sick.
Tyler versus JC.
I don't know. See, like I said, Tyler's got some power in his hands,
Mm.
and it comes at you quick. Like, yeah. Again, obviously, I'm going to say Tyler's going to fucking win, but I genuinely think he'll shock a lot of people.
Yeah.
And yeah, because again, like with the smaller boys, you do tend to think like, oh yeah, this is probably going to go the distance.
Mm.
Yeah, but I can't see that.
Thing is, with Tyler's, I say opening the main card, but Tyler's like after the last break, so everyone's gonna kind of be warmed up to it. You
Yeah,
know, everyone's gonna be warmed up to the fight feeling. You know,
yeah,
we'll have Tyler open it up, and I think that Tyler returning, because Tyler's fought on 3, 6, and now will be 7.
mm.
He's got that following, and a lot of the people who fought on the show before, people remember people, don't they? Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
And that's all it takes is an Instagram follow to follow somebody's journey, and then you see him fighting again. You're like, oh fuck, I can't wait to watch so
yeah.
and so fight. Or I can't wait to watch so and so fight. And I think with Tyler, because of his past performance, I think that's one of the things he's definitely got. And I think that my I'm not going to sit in and be biased, right? Because obviously I am Team Gladiators when it comes to you guys. Like, but I would love to see. And you said you reckon Tyler do it, but I'd love to see um Tyler go out for a finish. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I'd like to see that, because people say that he was a bit timid and he was this and he was that. I'd love to see Tyler just get in a fucking ring, give himself that smile, that touch gloves, and just go, right, fuck you. I'm not in here for overtime.
Oh yeah,
That's one thing I'd love to see. And that's the unbiased version of me, that is. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying to be as fucking neutral as I possibly
yeah.
can
Just
by it.
fight fan.
Yeah.
Like You've seen him again, like I said, like looking a bit, like not going.
Not even me. I wouldn't even say it was me. It was like everyone. I like a couple of people have said that he holds back and stuff. Like I've seen him spar fucking loads of times. He's come up to the old gym and he's, and I'm telling you, man, like if he goes out and just goes, right, I'm going to try and put it on him by now. I'd love to see him fucking finish him. That would be great. I would love to see that. And I think he's got the ability to do it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
But the flip side to that, right, is with JC, we don't know fuck all about him. Right? He's making his debut, right? But like I said, he's coming from a decent gym with Ethan. So I know Ethan used to be part of my team. I know that Ethan works hard and he brings out the hard work in everybody else. And like, I also think that being because I'm not gonna say local. I don't know where he's exactly from, but they are localish. I think having that behind them as well, is going to be one of those pushes. I'm excited. I'll be honest. I'm excited for all of the gladiators to I'll be honest. I'm excited for the fucking card. Like we've got Joshy headlining against Dave Jones. That's going to be that's a new one we just announced. That's going to be a scrap. Obviously, Dave coming across from Pro MMA.
Yeah.
Joshy coming in to fight hybrid. But one of the things with our hybrid is that we follow the BKB rule set. So we allow the dirty boxing, so to say, and we allow the clinch. So Dave having that advantage of the MMA.
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
Joshy can bang. I'm fucking excited. Oh, honestly, but I can go for fucking ages when it comes to it. When we go back through the card, and we're working on some other stuff as well. But anyway, before we wrap this up, is there anyone you want to give a shout out to? And where's the best place for people to find you and follow your journey?
So you can follow me on Instagrams at JordE93.
Yeah.
And just fucking, shouts to like all the guys down at fucking Gladiators because they are fucking great. Just want to mention again, Blaine Lewis is a fucking bitch. And that's pretty much it, man. They're all, all the guys who help me and that they know that they help me and they know they're appreciated. It's all fucking gravy, man. It's all gravy. Just can't wait to fucking get in there and fucking just get punched in the face and punch some cunt in the face. Fucking let's go.
Awesome. So Jordan Edwards versus Rhydian Cummings Vegas Muay Thai. This is 72 kilo K1, sponsored by Dan Scrans. Rhondda Rampage 7, August 29th, Tystown Welfare Hall, home of Rhondda Rampage. Doors open at 5 o'clock. First fight's at 6. Tickets for the balcony are available on Boxed, and then standing tickets are available from fighters directly. One of the things I would like to say as well, though, we are running rapidly low on the balcony tickets. I think we've only got 20% left. So if you do want to get them while you can. But just want to say thanks very much, Jordan. Thanks for joining us today, bro. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me on, bud.
Of course. And just want to say thanks for everybody else. Thanks to everybody else, and look forward to seeing you all on Fight Night. Thanks very much, bro. Have a good night. All right, bud. I'm ready for war. I'm ready for war. Always up with me. I'm ready for war. 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 I come from taking losses, throwing crosses every day.